And hello, this is the recap from the Metaverse. A thing that I guess ran shorter than even we planned. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I know what to tell you. It's that Bandai made a point of debuting new episodes in the Metaverse client first, but the Metaverse client had some unsecured data in it. You wouldn't download
Facebook
a high grade,
unsecured.
would you? You wouldn't download a high grade.
Facebook unsure. What madness do you speak of?
Yeah. So if you don't know, the reason why you can no longer log into the Gundam Metaverse, a project they for real really cared about, even 2 years later, after the bubble had burst, was that someone left some unencrypted CAD files in there, so you could, in theory, get yourself the full 3D models of the Rising Freedom Master Grade, or of a potential future Rising Freedom Master Grade, and just print that for
Mhm.
yourself, and then spend hours laboriously sanding it because it's a CAD file and
So,
you're using a a consumer grade 3D printer, and that's why we buy Gunpla, so we don't have to deal with
right.
consumer grade 3D printers.
I I always laughed at people and they said, "Man, we're going to be able to print our own Gunpla. No, you're going to be able to print replacement parts. That's what that's for. Because if
Yeah,
you print the whole kit, you will be sanding Tuesday.
yeah, and
There's
I
nothing
really.
smooth on those things.
And yeah, I think again, I think Bandai could make STL files, sell STL files of, say, accessories like the builder weapon kits. Those could be something they sell, especially like the weird, like the packs that were just like vents and spikes and emblems. You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
the
the one I was thinking of is back in the day when they released the MG Freedom and they had those twin Gatling guns. They released it with a magazine. No. If they did that today, it's like release it as a file, charge $10 to download the file.
yeah, or like, even I think one of the unicorns, the double Gatling, was like an extra
Yeah,
in a magazine.
yeah, that was the first Verkai. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, you get the Gatling guns. If you wanted that one, you had to buy a magazine. I know because I had a friend in Hong Kong and I paid to get them shipped over here.
Yeah. No. I
He
think
bought
that
them. I
there's
still have the magazine around here somewhere. I can't read any of it. It's all in
yeah.
Japanese, but still.
No, there's still room to like mix the media up. So anyway, I'm Scott. That's Jeff.
Oh
And
yeah, we
this
didn't introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm
hey,
Mr. Jeff.
how's it going? So this week we are sponsored by Innova Toys. Jeff asked me the question I think you're gonna ask.
What's Innova Toys?
Yeah, so Innova Toys, if you might have seen these. You might have seen these at like a toy store or a hobby shop. They sell like sheets of aluminum that have been like laser cut such that you can like clip out all the individual parts and bend and turn them to make, say, a cool pirate ship or the Millennium Falcon, or in this case, the Gundam Barbatos. They have the license for Gundam. They've got a bunch of Gundam kits. They're very shiny. You can make pointy aluminum Barbatoses to your heart's content with your needle nose pliers. And no, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
I-
That's
I've
the
seen I've seen them at my local hobby shop. They look really good when they do, Big Ben, the White House, the Capitol building. It's like no. Architecturally, those can look really cool.
So yeah, you can get the Barbatos. The link is in the description if you would be so kind. Otherwise, you can also just hit us up on the YouTube Super Thanks, or we've got a Kofi, or you could just do nothing because we were gonna do this. We were gonna have this conversation anyway, because we have 2 episodes of this Metaverse show to deal with, Fortunately, nothing happens in them, so we'll be here pretty quick. So, Gundam
So
Build Metaverse Episode 2 Re-Rise, directed by Masami Abari, who you will know from being fucking Obari. I don't know how else. Yeah. And,
it's a bar.
yeah. And Kazuho, written by Hazuko Hyodo, who worked on SD Gundam Force, and Age, and Sea Destiny, and Gunsword, 3 different Braves shows, now Nyaruko, Crawling with Love, a bunch of stuff. Industry veteran. And the episode starts with a flashback to when Rio met his mentor, explaining panel lining to us.
Yes. I've done lots of Gundam kits. No one has ever been that amazed by my panel lining skills. Which is showing kids how to panel line, and all the kids, oh my goodness, wow! I'm like, is she doing something I'm not?
Yeah, and like,
is there ice in her drink? What's going on?
Like, I've definitely seen people use like the liquid panel liner, which is also depicted in the episode. They show some bottles of it, and this is how capillary action works. And I'm like, oh, capillary action. I remember that from science class. Now I'm using it. Yes. But no. Anyway, Rio is so impressed about a new Gundam that he must...
Which, by the way, whoever drew that new needs to get fired. That was the ugliest damn new Gundam. It's like, I had to pause, like, wait, what? What is that? I mean, the body wasn't that bad. Somebody just can't draw the dang head, and they put it in there anyway.
Yeah. So he is so impressed that he vows to become her student, somehow, and she agrees. This is, you're at a model kit store in Hawaii. Buy a high grade or leave. I don't. Just.
I'm just saying, I've been in model kit stores and I've advised people. No one's ever asked to become my disciple.
Yeah, not a list.
Not that I would want one by you, but
you know what? There's a build day.
Although on
there's a build day at my
podcast
local...
I was on once. Go ahead.
There's a build day coming up at my local. Maybe I'll just pretend. Maybe I will just pick someone at random and insist that I am their disciple.
There you go. No, on a podcast, not this one, but another podcast I was on, somebody asked if they could be my Padawans, so I guess that's something. But still, and I pulled out my red lightsaber and I said, "No, but you can be my apprentice." I thought it was cool. Nobody else laughed. Anyway, so we get some cameos. That's gonna be a theme.
Yeah, just some cameos. We find out
he logs back
backstory.
Into the Metaverse.
Oh yeah, we go to the Metaverse. We go back to we log into the Metaverse again, so that we can see the guys from Age.
And the Black Trash Star is just wandering around and playing in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Age love in these 2 episodes. A lot of Age. I mean, somewhere Crow-sama is very happy.
I mean, we do have an Age writer on this one, so that's probably the thing doing it. But
we get our backstory of why the 2 sisters. We find out the one girl that attacked the other girl are sisters, and they have a blood feud going on because the one sister stole her Strike Freedom backpack in the heat of battle and slapped it on her other Gundam, and apparently that's some kind of war crime. Like, if I steal your backpack off that Sinanju behind you, Scott, and I slap it on my Mark II over there, we can no longer be friends.
Well, it's because
some kind of rule that I have broken.
It's because you have forgotten the cardinal rules of sports anime, of sincerity and sportsmanship and the heart of the cards. So if you did that to me, if you stole my well-made backpack, I would have to quit. I would have to quit Gundam. I would have to quit Gunpla and also move to Hawaii. She
Yes.
she leaves
Uh,
and she leaves Japan entirely, never to
Right.
log
Like,
into any of
wow.
her old accounts again, but
Oh,
still
it gets
build.
better. It gets better. She she swears off, I am done with Gunpla. I will never with Gunpla again. Goes to Hawaii. Mr. Jeff, hey, want a job selling Gunpla? Yeah, okay. What?
Yeah,
I, I think she just wanted to move to Hawaii and needed a decent excuse.
yeah. I mean,
Like, you know what? I'm done
okay.
with Japan. It's too crowded. I'm moving to Hawaii.
If I quit
I,
esports forever, I would move to Hawaii. That seems pretty nice.
I'm guessing she had dual citizenship and kind of looked around like, I'm rich. I can go live in Hawaii. Screw this. I'm out. And then the best character in the history of Gunpla, Mr. Jeff, says, well, I kind of feel bad for you. You want to come work with my Gunpla? Okay. And
Yeah, like
again, Mr. Jeff proves himself to be the greatest character in history of Gunpla. Gundam.
he really is. So he really
Yes.
is. So Rio, snapping to the present, Rio is moping in the metaverse where he is. I'm gonna say accosted is the word I'm gonna
Yeah, that's the
use.
right word, yeah.
Accosted by Magi. Like if anyone on the internet says you smell nice, you log out. You just log out. You
Yeah.
you file with the
Not to mention,
mods.
not to mention somebody's like kind of warped graphics in reality to make the pants that tight.
Yeah, like
I
he's
mean, you can see the full formation of each cheek is clearly visible.
Magi is paying extra. She is paying for a premium version of Gundam Metaverse to have the most
I guess.
toned and defined butt in the entire not just the whole server, but the entire metaverse.
Not only that, we somehow break the laws of physics because that's doing something spandex can't. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's the metaverse. It is fueled by the power of innate imagination. Um,
I guess.
so Magi
And
says
she's
there's a
got a heck
raid.
of imagination.
Yeah, Magi says there's a raid boss. Uh, Rio says, well, if there's a raid boss, I'm gonna build a shield. Uh, Jeff and Fumina are around for the raid boss, cuz. And then Hiroto shows up for the raid boss,
We
cuz.
also talk. We also talk about Jeff's avatar is just his normal body with a haro slapped on top.
This is acceptable to me. I am in favor of this.
You're now imagining me with my head gone and replaced by a haro. It's just
Look,
happening.
if I was better
Plus, from
prepared, I would have rigged up like a horrible, like the cheap Adobe thing character animation
ah,
animator just to have a Haro head on
can
you
it
right now.
can it, can it be like SD Gundam Force and at least I get a captain's hat on top?
No, Cop Haro is worse Haro. He is a no. He is even worse than the evil purple Haro from Double O that wants to knife you.
But then Sekai shows up.
Yeah, they fight a
Rocking
bunch of One
his.
Eyes, and then Sekai shows up, and
Were those
Shin.
one eye things the same? Were those one eye things the same as the bootleg kits from way back in the day?
No, they're the One
Oh
Eye.
no, it's the bootleg kits.
They're the One Eyes from Re-Rise. Unfortunately they are not the bootleg guys from Fighters. That would have been too much fun. Sekai
Yeah.
shows up with the Shin burning Gundam, and that thing rocks.
Yes.
It is a God Gundam, but with a Master Gundam cape made out of lasers, and that rules. That
Yes.
rules.
That is. I need that. I need that. Bandai, if you're
The
listening, I need that.
No, they do sell that one. We have two must buy kits out of this show: the Mr. Jeff
Wait for
party set and the Shin burning.
Yes, but you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah,
It's 2 words. Go for it. Come on. It's me,
do it.
Master Grade.
I mean, I wish.
I know it's P Bandai. I mean, obviously it's P Bandai, but I'll still buy it.
Yeah, well,
I bought a camper yesterday. I don't need.
you always need camphor. Always room for camphor.
This is true. There's no
Uh,
bad. There's no bad reason to buy a camper.
So anyway, Hiroto and Sei and Rio are all fighting things, And then
Oh, and by the way,
Fumina.
didn't they say this was a raid boss and that we never see the big boss? It's just these same things over and over again.
No, no,
Did they
because
forget what raid means?
they fight a big guy, the big bird demon thing from Age at the end. They do.
Oh, okay.
It's completely boring. It's completely boring. The fights are boring in this. But Fumina and Saria start texting, and Fumina's avatar is the super Fumina, which again, bad. Supposed to be the villain of the last episode of Try. Whatever.
I'm convinced that's not actually Fumina. That's the guy who built the Fumina.
Yeah, you know,
He's just pretending
I
to
would
be her
accept this.
because
Like it, if
because
he doesn't
he is
cameo,
the type of guy who would do exactly that.
and he does. I
If
don't think
Fumina's
he
out off.
cameos. I don't think he cameos later. So yeah, no, he's absolutely like catfishing everyone by being Smexy Fumina.
Building gunpla with Kamehameha waves.
Yeah.
He can do that apparently.
Um,
Uh,
Saria shows up. There's a fight, and then they announce that next episode there will be a bigger fight.
yeah.
The choreography
It's
on all
kinda
the
stupid.
fights is not bad. The choreography and the fights in this episode is not good. We don't get a good in joke. We just sort of get like people in the background. This episode is not good.
Rushed.
You know,
I almost get a sense like this was supposed to be longer, and by longer I mean 5 or 6 episodes, and got the F91 treatment. Like, okay, we're done. Just finish it.
no, I think what I really think happened is that they saw the air deflating out of the just the entire hype cycle of the metaverse just deflated so fast, and they're like, well, we're a Japanese company, so we're not allowed to cancel anything, but we are allowed to cut the budget and make everyone work, just do it real fast and be done with it. Right? We're allowed to half-ass this and say we did it,
I'm pretty sure
and
that's exactly
never speak of it again.
Like I said, they F91 did. That's exactly what happened to F91.
Yeah. So we flip.
Okay.
We flip over
next
to
episode
3, Try and Fight, directed by Masami Obari, of being Masami Obari fame. And this is written by Noboru Kimura, who you will know from Age and Cross Age, and MIAIM, and Buddy Complex, and also Nyaruko Crawling with Love. And we get we open up with the explanation of the rules of the big fight. It is a 200 v 200 land grab, but with Dynasty Warriors rules, where someone is the general and they're worth a kabillion points. This does not seem like a good mode. This is not a good mode.
It's poor man's Gundam Fortnite. Is what it is.
Well, if it was actually a battle royale, I would accept it. But this is like it's land grab, but with Dynasty Warriors rules. I don't.
Okay, fine. It's stupid. Moving on.
So we get a bunch more cameos. We have a
Kuroko
FaceTime.
shows up in her gown night.
Well, no. First we have a FaceTime call between Saria and Rio, with a completely normal camera placement. Absolutely how you would position your camera if you were an adult woman having a FaceTime call with a teen boy. Absolutely normal. Totally normal, regular relationship between an adult woman and a teen boy. You know, maybe that's why he actually wanted to be her disciple. This whole Gundam thing is an elaborate ruse.
Okay, I don't want my account suspended. Moving on.
Yeah, all right.
Infer what you will. We're not going any further.
we have said nothing that will get us into much trouble. Sekai and Hiroto fight because I guess they're on different teams. There's no indicators on the screen of who's on which team in this team battle, So you're just sort of stuck sitting back and going, well, I guess these two guys are allowed to fight, so they're on opposite teams.
Okay, whatever.
Ogre guy
Like I
shows
said,
up.
Kuroko,
We get Ogre guy. We like Ogre guy.
ogre guy.
We get the Gyan family. There's a fourth member of the Gyan family we've never heard of.
Yeah, I was wondering if did I miss one? But yeah, Kuroko shows up in the Gundam. I love Kuroko. She's one of my all-time favorites from the
Yeah,
Gundam Build series.
yeah,
And the
but
rest of the family shows up, and they're all rocking Gyans.
her older brother is the same age he was in Fighters.
Time works different, first, I guess.
Just time, whatever. No one is aged. Kawaguchi is allowed to join the fight late, which he's Kawaguchi. Fine, he gets cheat codes.
Yeah, I mean, he can teleport into his Gundam, which I thought was neat.
Kyoya,
And he
the
actually has a
champ.
Barbados with the laser.
Yeah, also not cool.
There's a guy in an age suit. I guess he's the general, so everyone's trying to take him out. The entire wing team shows up and gets decimated.
Yeah,
Like, that's not dead. Heavy Arm's dead. Sandrock dead.
like
Deadlock's dead. Wing dead.
Yeah, Kyoya from Divers is here. Sei Iori from Fighters is here. Kawaguchi shows up to fight Sei, but it doesn't matter because it's inconclusive. We cut over to Maria being generically villainous on top of the Libra battle station. This is it. There's no jokes, but there are places from other things in here, so all of the space battle stations from the end bosses are all in this fight. So then her Gundam is called the Typhus. They fight. Rio yells about sincerity or some shit. She gets a mobile armor add-on with all the cheat codes on. Some dudes show up to help, but they die.
The backpack thing she puts on is kind of hilarious. It's like, you just took every big thing you could find and slapped it on there, didn't you? We got like a couple of the hands from the big Sinanju thing. We've got the cannon from the friggin' EXS. We've got machine guns, rocket launchers, and this big box thing that attaches to the Gundam. I'm like, what? Did somebody make a shoebox and just stuck everything on it?
Look, as far as I can tell, the Typhus mobile armor mode is just every Advance of Zeta thing. They're all the same to me. Right. They're all just boxes stapled to a perfectly fine Gundam. I will be the one guy who says Advance of Zeta is weird and I don't like it. And then we cut away back to the fight with Kawaguchi and say, and Reiji is here. He can just log in from the Isekai land.
Wherever the hell he's from.
He can just log in now.
And I love it as his excuse. He goes, how are you able to do this? Don't worry about it. Not important.
Yeah, just somehow. Like we've spent years making fun of the word somehow for lazy writing. And here they are.
Somehow or another.
Just somehow.
Because plot.
We cut back to
he does show up. He does show up. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was saying, Reggie does show up in a badass burning Gundam.
Yeah,
I want that burning Gundam too.
It's pretty good burning.
More glowy.
Extra shiny.
I need that. Like all the bits are glowy, and I like glowy bits. I want that.
It's pretty nice.
And then randomly, out of frigging left field, the guy, the one kid's getting his butt handed to him, and he thinks back to the time he talked to his samurai. I'm like,
yeah. So first we cut back to the fight with the Typhus and Rio, and like Sarah is there to say something about, I don't know, sincerity or the heart of the cards. And then Rio experiences Grandpa Ex Machina, where his grandpa, previously introduced and beloved character Rio's grandpa, explains Bushido wrong. It's not about death. It's not about death. Bushido is not about death. Me and my copy of the Hagakure would like to disagree with you, Grandpa. Anyway, Grandpa explains also sincerity and the heart of the cards or whatever, and he starts swinging the Naginata better. Kyoya fights Kawaguchi. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go anywhere. The fight's boring. And then all the fights stop. There's no, they don't. No one wins. No one wins. We don't see a winner. We just get the end song, and then we have a post-credit scene where Rio is about to fight Lady Kawaguchi again, but there's no conclusion. There's no conclusion. But in this case, we get a bunch of cameos of characters, including the Breaker guys. All the cast of all the Breakers is in the stands. No one in the stands moves. The picture of the stands doesn't move. There is no camera movement. This is literally a still image. They could not even Ken Burns it because they have no money to finish the show. And then
Right.
It's over. No one wins anything. No one learns anything. I don't know.
Yeah, this is this. Well, let's put it this way: I didn't have it in after the first episode. This might not be so bad. Man, I was wrong. I was really wrong.
I had I had literally zero expectations of this show beyond showing me
It's
some
still
gunpla.
undershot.
Yeah, like it was gonna show me some gunpla. It was gonna show me some flashy lights, and somehow it didn't even reach that level to me.
Hey, look. Let's put it this way: I would completely wash over this entire this entire series. Say it's garbage. That's a puppy. No fair trying to make me happy with a puppy.
Yeah, no, this is it. Like I'm so no one should be happy with this Gundam show. So here is a puppy. Please look at this puppy and tell her that she is good and delightful and
Okay.
cute.
The puppy has made me think of one great thing to come from this series. The greatest history of all Gundam series, Mr. Jeff.
Yes, Mr. Jeff and his delightful Aloha Guy combo pack that you can buy. They don't the Aloha combo pack is not in the show. You see that the Haro, but not the Aloha Guy and the little bear guy with a ukulele. Those are not in the show, despite being purely delightful kits.
I'm just saying that's the first kit I'm ever going to buy and never open, and it's still going on display.
The Mr. Jeff
I might get
multi-pack.
if it's not shrink wrapped, scrap it. Send that sucker off to get graded.
Pack it, just like coat it turn it into a lucite cube.
There you go. It's encased forever.
Yeah, just absolutely encased and preserved forever. That's all I got. This was 2 episodes that were there. Very much just there.
It had a couple of neat designs. A few more kits. And I got a new favorite character in Gundam.
Yeah.
Because it's named after me. Well, named at the same as me. Either way. Whatever. Good times. But yeah.
Once again,
in terms of build series, dead last.
Yeah, this is worse than beginning G and original Divers. It's upsetting how boring it is. You should buy an Innovatoys Gundam Barbatos aluminum thing. It's very shiny and very pointy, and it seems cool. there is a link in the description for you to purchase this.
Somebody in the chat said, Barbie I can shank people with.
Yep, yep. It is probably not safe for anyone under the age of 12 to really do anything with.
Yeah.
It seems like a cool thing to do. Anyway, that was Build Metaverse, a thing that happened. Please like, share, and subscribe, and support us with your love and social media attention. And I don't know, we will see you.
And everyone
if
go
we
buy
see you.
Yeah, and everyone go buy Mr. Jeff's combo pack. So hopefully he shows up in later series.